Hello friends, it's Selene. I am coming to you from Drake, Massachusetts today. I am very much looking forward to club coming through this week. I have, we're up to 72 that we prep for in club, which is just crazy. So I'll be printing out address labels soon so that I make sure that I get every person and their package, and some people come in person and some people take it to go. It is wonderful. This year we are, this week, we are doing the Charming Duck Bundle. And I'm just gonna get this shared over to our creative group. If you're not a member, every week we Zoom on Monday nights and we hang out and we craft together. And something big that I'm getting ready for is retreat next week. 28 crafters and 4 husbands will be going up to Kennebunk, Maine. So excited. All these folks had to take like a week off for work, and it's 28 people. So I have people coming in from across the country, from, oh my goodness, Colorado to Maine, but we'll be in Maine, to New York. I was saying hi to Vicki. To Pennsylvania and Maryland, and there's so many people coming in, and we are all just one big happy crafting family, which I'm really excited about. So with all of that going on, it was coming up to the 3 o'clock time, and I'm always here live with you, and I will just show you what I'm working on instead of the normal live today. Today's an on the fly. I am getting ready for retreat, and I am making display boards to show off our kits. So I thought that that's what we would talk about today. We'll talk about the kits, and you guys can help me build a display board. Hopefully, Hopefully you're excited about that. So let me just flip the camera, and we will get started so I can show you this awesome board. Hang on, it's gonna. Sorry, I'm a little jiggly. I usually put my hand over the camera, but what can you do? All right, so I think we're good here. All right, so Vicky's excited because she's coming to retreat. And this kit, Expressions of Kindness, is absolutely gorgeous. Simply stunning. Here we go. So let's take a look first of all in the box, because some of the stuff just didn't fit on the board. It comes with 8 cards, like you stamp 8 projects, and shout out to my friend Maria who put these together for me yesterday while she was helping me in the studio. So there's 2 designs, and you get 4 of each. So I put 1 of each on the board, and we stuck that down just to make sure that that wasn't going to go anywhere. And then this is one of the stamps in the stamp set. It says kindly deliver to. So when you fill out your envelopes, you have these gorgeous envelopes. But I so could imagine cutting these down and making designer paper out of them, couldn't you? You could craft with this kit all day. There's so much to it. But if I'm going to take it to, say, a craft fair, or if I'm going to do, sometimes I do kit nights for charity, I like to have the kit in its entirety so that I can tell them that what's on the board is what's in the box. So with that being said, my display board is not huge. It is 14 by 11 when it's closed. Here, let me close the box. So here it is closed up, ready? Okay, so it's 11 inches wide and 14 inches tall. And then when you open it up, it's 14 by 22. So pretty gorgeous. It comes with, this particular kit comes with a block, and I marked it as $30 because with tax and shipping to Massachusetts, it's about $27. And if I am selling it, and I have to pay for a craft fair booth fee, it helps me recoup my loss for the board itself and for the craft fair. But it comes with these gorgeous embellishments, a full roll of the white ribbon, a stamp set, and this is the contact sheets to give you an idea. Just a note, kindly deliver to, happiest of birthdays, and then this little squiggle thing that you put on the card like there. Okay, and then it comes with the Stampin' Spot, and to get this on my board, I have to put everything that's dimensional on the outside of the board, otherwise it won't close. So, and it fits in a nice little shoulder bag when I'm going to retreat. A little bit of dimensionals, glue dots to help you put your projects together, and I said simply beautiful. It is just gorgeous. They're really nostalgic looking floral designs in beautiful colors. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so that's the first one that I did, and I did that one last night. This one's something different. We'll talk about that in a second, but before I do, I gotta show you these. They're so darn cute. This is another stamping kit that we have going on right now, and my friend Dottie helped me put these together yesterday. She comes over and helps on Mondays, and look at this guy. So it's one of those, oh, look, it fell over because it was in the bucket and I put stuff on top, but it's one of those game things that you can like get, you hold it and you try to get the thing inside the mouth. So the shark is trying to eat a fish, okay? And there's 2 of each in these kits. Oh, that one fell through because I was playing with it too much. 2 of each of 3 designs. So there's the shark. I'll fix that one. I tried to put one together myself and I messed it up. So then once I got the hang of it, I did much better. So I just have to re-glue this one together, but you catch it in there. Okay, so there's 2 sharks. And here's the frogs. Dottie did a better job than me on these. And the frog is obviously going to catch a fly. I don't know why he swallowed a fly. It's funny. And then here's another fishy catching a worm. Isn't that cute? And they just sit inside. Super cool. So that's a different kit. And you gotta love the shaker ball eyes. If you have little kids in the house or grandkids, this is something cute that you can add to your order that's not overly expensive, and it's just so darn fun. And you can find this in our online store in under the kit section. This one is called Frog and Friends, and again you get 2 of each, three designs, so 6 catchers. By the way, I will also say, if you want, you can slide a gift card in there. It does hold a gift card, and you could make this a gift and a little treat at the same time. So it'd be kind of cool to like do little gifts for if you have grandkids or whatever, and you wanted to, or little kids in the house, and you wanted to make giving them a gift card fun and exciting and more personal, right? Okay, so that's this one. Now here is what a board looks like. And before we sit down, I'll just say we already did the measurements. We're 14 by 22. Mary Jo, this is for you, honey, because you said you were going to start doing them. Well, here we go. When I took my, I took an 8.5 by 11 and stuck it in the middle. So this is 11 inches wide. And then I took another piece of 8.5 by 11 and I cut it at 5 1/4 by 8.5. And you do that on both sides. So this one is also 5 1/4 by 8.5. So this is 11 by 8.5. Okay. This one down below is 11 by 5 1/4. So I just sliced off a 5 1/4 inch piece and stuck it to my board. And then this one in the corner is 5 1/4 square. Now, if you are creating your board, this side and this side are equal because it's just the same again. So you just do the same thing, and that, so I don't need to write measurements or spend time on that, but you just do it twice. So here we go. I'm going to stick this to the board itself. Okay. So you got your little measurement guide there. You screenshot if you need to. All right, so I'm going to put that to the side for a second. And I want to pull the kit in that I want to try and make a board for. It is called Hello Hollyhocks. And it has 9 cards, 3 of each. And these are all pre-printed. So these come with 4 different languages and the adhesives that you need to adhere them, although I use the adhesive that I have in my stash, and I always have adhesives for sale. So like I find it much easier to use real glue dots than the things that they come with, but these have mini dimensionals, and they have the embellishments that look strikingly like one of the embellishments that we have in our kit. So I kept this so that I could make a pretty display board. But as I was looking at this today, I thought that looks an awful lot like our in color designer paper. So that being said, it also comes with 9 envelopes, by the way. And again, like, hello, these are so fabulous. Okay. So I'm going to move this over to the side for a second so I can grab my trimmer. And let's get a piece of that in color paper. So this is the 2024 to 26 in color glimmer paper. And it's funny that that embellishment is matching the peach pie. It looks more like, not gold, but copper to me. Oh, look at the colors in this. Oh, here. I know I gotta show you all the colors. Hang on. There's, where's the other one? It's stuck in there. There we go. So Summer Splash, Shy Shamrock, Pretty in Pink, the new purple, and I'll remember them. I will. Let me see. Petunia Pop. I would have failed that quiz. And then, but you get one of each in these in colors. But to make my display board, I'm not going to take a huge slice of it. I'm going to slice a 1/2 inch. So on this paper cutter, you can go to 1 inch on either side of where you cut. So I had people in club last month that were very confused on why there was a 1 on either side of the cutting. So I thought I would mention that in case you didn't know. But a 1/2 inch is here or here on my trimmer. And the cool part about this trimmer is there's a line going all the way up and down on both sides of where I cut, so that I can just slice a 1/2 inch piece off without too much stress. I don't even have to take my paper out, and I can cut another piece. So that's really all I want for my display board there. Now, I don't know if you remember, but the measurement going this way was 5 1/4, and I know that I'm going to need 2 pieces at 5 1/4 and 1 piece at 11, because that paper is 12 by 12. So I just want a strip going across the middle, and I thought this would be pretty, and it matches my card kit. Oh, hi, Karen. I know it's hot everywhere right now, and I'm sorry. This is my time, guys. I love the heat. I know that half y'all are melting. I can talk like I'm from the South and say y'all, because everybody's hot right now. Temperature hot. You guys are hot too, and everybody likes you. It's so funny. So I'm gonna bring in my display board again. So again, I cut this down to just a 1/2 inch strip, and it's 11 inches long now because I cut 1 inch off. And I'll put this on my display board. And I have a few pieces left over from the pieces that I cut off. I used Petal Pink and Calypso Coral because they match the colors that are in this kit. And this will be great because when I go to retreat or when I do a craft fair later this year, if I have a few of these kits on hand and maybe some adhesive, people can purchase them right off the shelf wherever I happen to be when I have them for sale. So that's cool. Yes, I'm online, but I love in-person events. In fact, it is where I get my energy. I get to spoil 28 people next week for a few days, and I can't wait to share all the pictures. We are planning a lobster boat ride. We have somebody coming in to sharpen scissors. We've got sea glass art jewelry classes. Like, we got all kinds of crazy stuff at this retreat. I'm so happy. All right, so now that you guys have all those measurements, I'm gonna lift these so we can start decorating our board, okay? Okay, so we got this to start. Question, should we mat it? Do you like it like that, or should I put it on a piece of maybe matching cardstock to get a little mat on it? You tell me if you like it plain or if you like it matted. And I will wait for that to come through. And while you guys are discussing, I will pull that kit back in. Wow. And we can start to figure out how we're going to lay this out. I can open some of these things. So should we mat it or should we leave it plain? Okay, that's the plain look. Laurie wants me to mat it. So there's our dimensionals. There's our embellishments that match that. It's not like exact, but it's pretty darn close. Okay. And then there's that, and there's that, and there's that. And all of these. So usually what I do is I fold the envelopes into the board and I stick them in front of the display board when I put them on display in person. Yeah, everybody likes the mat. I know. It's funny, when Alexis was little, she would do displays for school, and she would always mat her stuff. So like if she had a display board with words on it in any way, she would always choose the mat, which is funny. Like, those teachers must have known that Mom was a scrapbooker. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna just adhere this down. While I have this here, I'm gonna take advantage of that mat. Why not just take care of business while we're all just kind of hanging out? No need to go backwards. Oh, I think the price is in here somewhere. Hang on. Bright and pretty. It is. So I just did this in Word. There's nothing fancy about it. But I'm going to take this piece that I cut off from cutting this and just use it for all my mats. And boy, that'll make it pop. Or we could put that one in the middle and make it bigger. Kind of like that. All right, let's do it. So I just need to move my display board again for a second. So I have room for my trimmer, which I buried. Here we go. Okay, so I am gonna eyeball this. I'm not even worried about measurements, really. Now you can really tell I'm a scrapbooker because I just wanted to make an even border on all my sides. And that's another thing you can do with this trimmer. I see where I'm gonna cut the line because I'm just lining it up with where it cuts. So here we go. Boom. So if you like to kind of work off the cuff and you don't like measurements, you can put it on a bigger piece and then just trim it down as you see fit. Here we go. So you don't even need a fancy tool. I know we used to have that, like Magic Mat or whatever. I don't know, this is pretty magic. You just line it up where you think it goes and cut. I am not fussy, huh? All right. Whoops, I scored it. All right, so if that ever happens to you, cut it a little smaller because you don't want to score it and then try to cut it. It'll make your paper really fuzzy and the finish won't look nice. So I just made it a little tiny bit smaller. All right, so let's see what we got. We got bright and pretty. We have the description. So this is what the kit includes. The pre-designed project, step-by-step instructions, pre-cut pieces. You make 9 cards. You get 9 printed card bases, envelopes. You get printed die-cut images and labels, adhesive-backed sparkle gems, and you get some adhesives, but I would recommend extra adhesive because, just saying, I would. So there's no stamp set on this one, which is interesting. So let's see if we can start laying this out a little. I know that I'm going to like blast everything off the table trying to show you the bottom of the board, but I like this kind of here because it gives you all the colors that are in the product. So if you have extra Calypso coral, you could easily think about maybe changing up some of these patterns or designs, and you could cut it and make a couple cards out of it, you know. Same with, like, these are really pretty and they're so simple. Just love it. Okay, so bright and pretty. I'm gonna put that to the side because that's a little, I like to put some sort of phrase on each one to say, like I have one that's just for new people. I think there are some that I'm like, okay, this one's caveman simple. It should be for all the new people. If you're new, this is your kit. I think it's what it says. That one says bright and pretty because it really is. Look at these colors. They just pop. Brighten up someone's day with the Hello Hollyhocks kit. Say that 5 times fast. Once you say the wrong thing, you can't unsay it. So I have to slow down. Hey, Sheila. Good to see you. Oh, so this one doesn't fit over here, so I'm going to put it there. And, well, before I start sticking down crazy, I should really see how our cards are going to fit. So let's see if we can go 1, 2, 3. And, oh, I don't know. Okay, so maybe I'll go that way so I can have a bigger middle. 1, 2, oh yeah. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 like this. I almost got the right color when I printed. It's funny to try and get the right color off of printing. And then this goes on there. Now, if you have anything dimensional, like if your kit comes with a block or a Stampin' Spot, those have to go on the very outside of the board. Otherwise, when you go to close the board, it won't close right. So that's something to keep in mind if you decide to make one of these. But this is just tear and tape, and I will stick it to the board, but let me just test it to make sure. Yep, it's gonna live. So I will hot glue the pieces that you see, except for this one. If you have problems with OCD, just look away. I'm going to take all of these and stick them to my board because, again, this is just a tool that I can bring with me so I can show people what's in the box. So peel the back off and go for it. It's so funny. If you have issues with that, just close your eyes now. All right, so then we got, let's see, what do I want to do with that big circle thing? I don't know, hang on. Maybe I'll break my own rule. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Now, let's just test it. It still closes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'll go, this one is top down. This one I'll go bottoms up. And again, to make these very appealing, I'm not gonna put them in plastic. So I am gonna just stick these to my board. So because I'm gonna have this board for a while, and I'm gonna bring it with me, and it's gonna be on craft fair tables, and it's gonna be at retreat tables. I do stick everything down and together, and I don't worry about it. It's just one kit. But that's how I do that. So people have asked me like to show this for a while, and I was making them this week, and I needed to jump on anyway, so I thought, oh well, today's the day you get to see it. I'm gonna push that out a little. And then this one will just be in the middle. So yes, now here's the thing. When I was first making these display boards and I wasn't sure that I was gonna keep them for a year, I did use temporary adhesive on the first couple. And what happened was when I went to my events, stuff was popping off the board at me. So that's no fun. So now I use the good stuff, and I just, and this will go on with hot glue at the end, the fancy stuff. But you get the idea. Here we go. So yeah, I'll finish putting this together, and I will show a picture of it. Like I posted a picture of the other one earlier. What do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? Would you be interested in grabbing one of these if you had never seen Stampin' Up and you were at a craft fair? Wouldn't that be a cool way to, you know, see everything that's in the box? It's just on the, and it's not heavy to carry. So all of these go in one little shoulder bag that goes over my shoulder. So it's like a regular book bag that they fit in. So anyway, that's today. And you got to see 3 pretty awesome kits. This is Hello Hollyhocks. And then we did the little fishy one and the expressions in kindness. If I'm at a craft fair, I might put 2 or 3 on the table. And then if I see that people are interested, I let them know that I have additional kits with me. So then I can pull out, you know, I have a few boards made, and these are newer kits. So I wanted to get some new ones in my collection. I'm not sure that I'm going to make a display board for the little fish ones, but I will definitely bring them with me to show because they're so cool. But that's all I have for today. I'm going to flip the camera back. Do you guys have any questions? So to find these kits, you go to the online store. If you want, I can send you a link. Let me know. But yeah, they're so easy. Mary Jo, I'm so glad you got to see it. In fact, I'm going to see you in a week, and if I have a chance, I accidentally printed an extra printable for this. I was trying to get a second page, and I only printed page 1 or something, so I ended up with 2, so I'll bring it with me, hopefully. Hopefully I don't forget to pack anything. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I hope you're having a wonderful week. Try and stay cool out there. I have club here tonight, and I got the air cranking, so hopefully we can keep the temperature reasonable in here. I don't know, it gets kind of warm when we get crafting, you know. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I would say that I'll see you next week, but I am going to be in Kennebunk, Maine for my midweek retreat. And I get to see you, Mary Jo. I am so excited to see everybody here. Vicky, there's so many of you guys coming. And there will be a very short number of to-go packs. In fact, I have 8. So that will be offered quite soon. So just check your email, and hopefully if you wanted one, you'll get one. But all the pillow gifts that they got and the make and takes will be there. And yeah, Brenda, 90 degrees in northern Maine. It's craziness. And it's just like June. It's crazy. But anyway, have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys soon. I'm usually here Tuesdays at 3, but like I said, next week I will be a little bit busy. Maybe I'll try and zap in. This time next week, we will be making sea glass jewelry at a class up in Maine, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Love you too.